For three.
Taylor's going to finish it.
Watford for the win.
Yes!
Had to trade him in, y'all. Had to trade in my colors. Y'all see I'm wearing something different today. Buckeyes. It's what I am now. It's what I've chosen to be. I'm done with this IU shit. I'm done being sad. I want to win at something, you know? I just want to win. I want to be a winner. I want to know what winning tastes like. I want to feel success. Maybe, finally, I'll be able to feel success at Ohio State. April Fools, motherfuckers. Yeah, what's going on? Yo, Michael Beasley here coming to you from the Sports Corner. Double overtime. And y'all already know I would never trade in my colors for some Ohio State bullshit. I'm a Hoosier through and through, y'all. With the good Lord's graces. Before I jump into the episode, let me remind you all to please like, subscribe, share, comment. Again, like, subscribe, share, comment. I wasn't pleased with my last episode, so I had to do another round, you know what I mean? Plus, it's a lot to get to. I missed a lot. A lot has happened in the last 2 days, 3 days, whatever it's been since I posted the last episode. So let's jump on into the breaking news, y'all. And since I bamboozled y'all, worse than Will Smith and Chris Rock bamboozled y'all, I'll really put that Ohio State bit in there because Gable Cupp, IU's new recruit, he got named Ohio Mr. Basketball. Now, me personally, I don't like to talk up guys like that because Christian Lander did the same thing here in Indiana and he did him out the shit. So, you know what I mean. All right, so let's jump into some breaking news. First breaking news story. Shaheen Holloway has been named new head coach of Seton Hall University. That's a big hire right there for him. Seton Hall is a big-time Division I program. It's in the Big East. I mean, it gets them out of St. Peter's. I mean, it's going to be a much bigger gym, much bigger environment. Recruiting is going to open up a lot more for him as well. I mean, nobody's ever heard of him or St. Peter's before this tournament. So we'll see how that rides for him. I mean, it didn't work out too good with Porter Moses. If you don't know, he coached Loyola Chicago to those that one deep tournament appearance and the second somewhat deep. But he ended up going to Oklahoma, and all they've seen is the NIT since. You know what I mean? And Loyola Chicago, they're still in the tournament. So, I mean, what do you say? I mean, give or take, Division I is tough. And depending on the coach, like Archie Miller, he got hired at Rhode Island. Archie will probably be successful at Rhode Island. It's not a big-time program. It's not in a big-time conference. Sometimes coaches just need to be in certain conferences, certain programs that will benefit them because that philosophies just don't transfer over to big-time conferences. Like the Big Ten, Archie was never successful. He'll never be successful in big-time conferences. Wasn't happening. Breaking news story number 2. Bruce Arians is stepping down as Tampa Bay Buccaneers head coach and entering the front office. Todd Bowles will be taking over as head coach. Arians said he did this because he wanted Bowles to be his successor. They had to go through the league meetings on Sunday to get approval. I believe it was probably the Rooney approval saying that, well, since we're hiring a black coach, we probably don't need to hire nobody, you know what I mean? So that's probably what was going on there. But the thing about Bowles is, what are you really going to get in Tampa Bay? I mean, yeah, you get Tom Brady back. That's a plus. The man don't die for whatever reason. You get Tom Brady back, but Todd Bowles, I mean, as a career record 24-40 in New York. Yeah, he was in New York with the Jets. Jets are failures with themselves, but You know, the goddamn Jets. They're failures within themselves. But I mean, the last winning season the Jets had was in 2015. So if that tells you anything, it does tell you that Todd either A, was the reason for some success in New York, or he just piggybacked off of Rex Ryan's success, or B, he was the reason for the failure. So Tampa Bay will find out, and we'll see what happens. I don't like the fact that ESPN is doing, like, I'm about to get critical race theory on motherfuckers real quick. I don't like the fact that ESPN is speaking Arians up like he's some god now because he did this for Todd Bowles. Like, no, like, critical race theory, I don't believe in it entirely, but ESPN is pushing that narrative where it's like, oh, the white man is giving this job to a minority. You know what I mean? Like, they're pushing this narrative, and it's not right, honestly, because Tony Dungy did this with Caldwell 12 years ago. I mean, 10, 12 years ago, however fucking long it was. Maybe less, maybe more. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been some time. But they did this before. It's been done before. It's nothing new. Granted, it needs to happen more often. I mean, Mike Tomlin gave Brian Flores a job. I don't see anybody else doing it. I'm just saying, so you speak up the white man, but you can't speak up an African-American man for giving an African-American man a job, but you can speak up a white man for giving an African-American job. I don't dig that. I'm not about that ESPN. Y'all are on some flaky shit with that. Third breaking news story, Colin Kaepernick has been named honorary captain. No, he hasn't been signed by a team. He's been named honorary captain for Michigan spring game. Oh yeah, what a sucker. What a sucker. Look, I don't talk about Colin Kaepernick very much because honestly, I just let the stats speak for themselves. Look at his stats. They were mediocre. Mediocre as fuck. Of course he's going to Michigan with Harbaugh. That's the only form of success he ever had in the NFL was with Harbaugh. The man went to Nevada. He ain't go to Michigan. So, I mean, there's no relation there other than Harbaugh. But look at the records, man. The record speaks for itself. He was losing. Teams, the 49ers were just done with it. Hell, they went to Gabbert. They went to Gabbert, man. And then he took a knee, and that was that. I mean, it is what it is. Somebody, you know what? Fuck it. Somebody give him a job just so he can go out there, the world can see it, and we can be done with it. Because, I mean, I'm tired of fucking hearing about it, honestly. Number 4, Hollywood Paul George has returned to the court. I have to point it out here. Look, I've hated on Paul for years since he did the Pacers dirty. But Hollywood Paul, you know what? He came back, led the Clippers to a 23-point comeback. He had, I think, 33, 34 points, something like that. Paul did his thing. I do believe the Clippers have a chance of making not a deep run. I think they can give, they'll get swept by Phoenix if they have to play Phoenix, but it just depends on who they draw in those first coming rounds. Yeah, so Clippers are probably going to get beat in the first round of the playoffs, not going to lie. But with Paul coming back, they will make the playoffs, so that's a plus. Next up, the Colts beat. Welcome to the Colts beat. Basically, this is where we come to talk about the Colts and who's talking shit. Because somebody on the Colts is talking shit right now. You know who's talking shit? Old Jimmy boy. Jimmy done popped the perks. Jimmy done popped too many goddamn perks, man. Man, he talking shit about Carson like, Jim, why? Carson's gone now. We know he was a mistake. So Jim came out yesterday. He said Carson Wentz, he was a mistake from the get. It was a problem from the get. Basically said that last game in Jacksonville, playing against the worst team in the league. However, he respects Jacksonville, but they were the worst team in the league. How after the first quarter was over with, they could tell that Carson was ready to go home and pack his locker up and just go get ready for the offseason. He didn't want the playoffs. That's what it felt like, and that's what will get your ass fired. We don't need that type of effort here. We don't need that. It's just not necessary. And Jim's talking about bringing in Tyrann Mathieu, which is big name. Bobby Wagner as well. I don't think we'll bring in Bobby Wagner, but if we do, I'll be surprised, and that would be a plus. But I do see the Honey Badger coming in here. I think he will fit into that scheme, especially with Julian Blackmon being skeptical. He's 50-50 in injuries, man. He had a great season last year, the first 8-9 games, and then once he got hurt, we were fucked back there. So it's always good to have a plan B. Julian, you got to swallow your pride, bro. Just swallow your pride a little bit, and we'll be all right. I'm just saying. Also, Jim also noted that he's tired of losing to the Titans. And I am too. I'm tired of losing to the Titans. The Titans have won a division, the last 3-4 years? Something like that? I don't know. I've lost count because that's how fucking much has happened. Like, I'm done with it. I come from a Colts era where we won divisions with our fucking eyes closed. Literally. 12-win seasons regularly. I mean, I'm not lying. It happened. For about 12 years in a row. It happened. Always expect 10 plus, 11 plus, 12-win seasons. Every year. Literally. I'm spoiled. I'm a spoiled Colts fan, and I know what Jim is talking about because Jim has been at the pinnacle with this organization. He has gotten this organization to the top before, and they will get back up there again. I know it. I believe in it, especially if he's taking his perks again. And he's obviously taking his perks again. Welcome to Game Winners. It's going to be a different type of Game Winners because we got WrestleMania weekend upon us, y'all. We're WrestleMania 38. Oh, yeah, it's in Jerry's World. It's a 2-night event. The most stupendous WrestleMania in history. Stupendous. Yeah, that's a real fucking word. Go Google it, dictionary it, do what you got to do. It's a real fucking word. Sorry, I'm on fire over here. What the fuck, man? Got fires going and shit. Probably the Undertaker's shit going on here. It's, WrestleMania is the Undertaker show. The showcase of immortals. The grandest stage of them all. It's where history is made, moments are created, magic happens. That is WrestleMania. In a nutshell. So let's get to the match card. First up, we got Bianca versus Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship. I am Team Bianca on this one. I got Bianca over Becky. Of course, they've had a great feud. It's been a year-long feud. This shit started back at WrestleMania last year when Becky squashed her in less than 20 seconds, something like that. Some stupid-ass number. Bianca's gone through some shit this year. Becky has as well. Becky tried to cut off Bianca's braid on Friday. Bianca ended up hacking her hair, which made me kind of confused on who to pick for this match, but I'm going with Bianca. Bianca deserves this dub. Second match on the card, you got Seth Rollins versus somebody vacant. This could be Cody Rhodes. This could be Shane McMahon. WWE fired Shane a couple pay-per-views ago, and then as of Thursday came out and said that Shane, or as of Wednesday, came out and said that Shane was back with the company. So I think they did that to throw some smoke grenade at the fans. I think Cody's going to be there. I think Seth's going to be fighting Cody. Who's going to win that match? Cody, obviously. It's going to be his return fight. So if that doesn't happen and it ends up being Seth versus Shane, fans are going to be pissed, but I'll give that one to Seth over Shane all day, every day. 365, 7 days a week. Third match on the card is McIntyre versus Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss. I got Drew in this one. I see Madcap turning on Happy Corbin. This Happy Corbin character is, it's been going. It's doing it for Baron, but I'm about over it, honestly. I see Madcap turning on him. He's been doing a majority of the wrestling anyway. And Madcap, he's swole as fuck, and he's got a moveset to him as well, and he's pretty entertaining in the ring. His jokes, not so much, but entertaining in the ring, yes, man can wrestle. I see Drew getting this dub, though. And then you got Rick Boogs and Nakamura versus the Usos. The Usos have been tag champs just as long as Roman's been WWE champion. The Usos have been dominant. It's time for a new tag team champions, though, and I totally see Rick Boogs and Nakamura taking this dub home, pissing off Roman for the match on Saturday nights. But for night one, the Usos are going to go down, and because Corey Graves has been speaking it up the past last couple of weeks. What if Roman goes into night 2 on Sunday and the Usos have lost? You know what I mean? That bullshit, just planting the seeds in there. So they're going to run off of that, I believe. And then you got Ronda versus Charlotte. And this is Ronda Rousey, y'all. Her return match back at WrestleMania. Y'all remember the travesty that happened with her, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte? How she wasn't supposed to lose the way that shit happened. How they kind of fucked her over. So they're going to do it right this time. Ronda's going to win by tap. Charlotte's going to tap out. She's going to break Charlotte's fucking arm. Point blank. And then it's the end of night one will culminate with the KO show. Stone Cold Steve Austin will be on there. Stone Cold's been talking a lot of shit. He said it's not a match. It's not a fight. Call it what you want. Call it what you will. It's going to be what it is. It's going to be a good old ass-kicking contest. So we're going to see Stone Cold drinking beer at the end of the show. It'll be a great ending to night one of WrestleMania in Texas. And then we'll move on to night two. Night two, we'll start with Bobby versus Omos. Omos is the Colossal. He's a monster. The man hasn't lost in singles competition, but he also doesn't have any legit W's either. I believe Bobby will give him a fight. Bobby will hit him with a spear. Bobby will hit Omos with everything he has, and he will still lose because they're trying to build Omos up. I do believe Bobby will pick him up, though. I believe Bobby will power slam Omos. I see that one coming. Also, Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. That is a wild match. I mean, it's a wild card. They threw this one in here about 3 weeks ago. Pat McAfee is great in the ring. I was wondering when they were going to get him in the ring since they've had him on the commentating booth, and he's been doing his thing on commentating. He's very good in the ring as well. He knows how to move. He understands the ropes. He knows the psychology of wrestling, and that's what it's about. If he's willing to buy into wrestling, I'll buy into Pat McAfee. I don't see Pat winning, though. Austin Theory has been getting built up a lot. He just got a big dub over Ricochet on Monday night. So I see Austin Theory beating Pat McAfee, but I wouldn't be surprised if Pat got the nod as well. But I see Austin Theory winning off like a bullshit roll up or something bad's going to happen. Like something's going to screw Pat out of winning, I think. And then you got Sasha and Naomi. Basically, it's a fatal four-way match for the women's tag titles. I don't really care about this match. I think Sasha and Naomi's going to win it, though. And then you got the Street Profits, Riddle, RKO, Otis, and Shush Gable. I got the Street Profits winning this one. The Street Profits, they've been changing what they've been doing lately. Basically, the Street Profits are up. They've gone rogue. They've gone villain, and I'm totally down for villain Street Profits. So I totally see the Street Profits getting this dub over RK Bro and Gable and Otis. It'll be a great match, though. Chad Gable has done some of his best work of his career the last 4 months. I've been very impressed. I'm totally bought in on Alpha Academy. I just don't think they're going to get that dub because they don't need it. You know what I mean? Gable doesn't need it right now. Gable is very hot. He's got his sayings going, his catchphrases. It's Kurt Angle-esque right now. And that's how they did it with Kurt. They just got baby steps. Granted, they shot Kurt to the moon, but baby steps with Gable because obviously he's not a Kurt Angle. And then you got Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn. This match is supposed to be Extreme Rules, I believe. I got Sami in this one. They've been putting out some great fucking work the last 3-4 months. I mean, this shit's been building for months. God only knows what's going to fucking happen. I could totally see a wee man coming out of nowhere. Whatever it may be, if it lives up to the fucking hype of Jackass Forever, I mean, they put a damn beehive on the man's dick. You can't get more jackass than that. A beehive on the dick. Like, a beehive dick. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. A beehive dick. Jackass, man. God only knows what Johnny Knoxville's going to do. Maybe he'll set his ass on fire or something. I don't know. And then what we got? And then we got Edge versus AJ Styles. Edge and AJ Styles, this is going to be the match that steals the weekend. Both of these guys are the top wrestlers in the game. They really are. Next to Randy Orton, and Seth Rollins. But these are the top wrestlers in the game. Of course, Roman Reigns is ahead of the table, the big dog. He's number one. But as for performance, these two are going to put on a wrestling clinic. They call it Randy Orton versus Edge the greatest wrestling match of all time. No, it's going to be Edge versus AJ Styles. It really is. You got heel Edge versus face AJ. I think Edge is going to get the W on this one. He'll do something shady. Edge hasn't got his WrestleMania moment yet. He's going to get his WrestleMania moment on Sunday. Which leads me to the main event, title versus title. Winner takes all. Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar. Man, they've done this match 4 or 5 times this year. People are sick of it, but it's going to live up to the hype. They've done this right. I think Roman wins this one convincingly. Something's going to happen, but Roman's going to win. I just feel it in my blood that Roman's gonna win this because he's held the title for over 500 days. I think he's closing in on 600. I have to look that one up, but I think he's closing in on 600, or he's right there in the middle of the pack. But yeah, it's record breaking, and he's putting on a performance of a lifetime. The last time we saw a champion like this was, I think it was Dick the Bruiser or somebody like that. They held the title for 7-8 years. So, it's totally possible. I can totally see Roman holding the title for at least another year. I'm totally down for that too. It culminates at next WrestleMania with him facing The Rock. I can take that. I can handle that. You know what I mean? Or at SummerSlam, I can handle that as well. But I'm going with Roman with this one. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Again, like, subscribe, share, comment. Before I get out of here, I got to show this video real quick. This shit is fucked up. I just saw this today. I ain't never seen no shit like that in my fucking life. I used to run track, and I never thought about punching somebody on the track. Apparently what happened is the 1600 meter race was going. The dude was in first place. The dude in the black jersey was on the track, and I guess he was like warming up or something. I don't know. He wasn't supposed to be where he was. And I've seen that before as well when I've ran in races in track and field and shit, where sprinters will be out there on the track getting ready and, get the fuck out of the way, man. I got my race going on. Well, apparently the dude that got punched was going around the first time, and he nudged the dude out of the lane. Like, hey, man, move. And then the second time around, I guess the dude in the black jersey waited for him. And he took off and just cracked his fucking ass. Like, man, Will Smith, this is what you caused, Will. You gonna get blamed for that one, Will. You getting blamed for that one. I ain't never seen some shit like that in my life. Ever. All right, y'all. You know I love to end things with a quote. Great things come from hard work and perseverance. Kobe Bryant. Until next time, y'all. Peace.